If Jesus is so great, why are his followers so miserable? Hi, I'm Charles, and I've always loved the teachings of Jesus, but I could just never get with the program. I've always been, well, frankly, a little miserable. And I've noticed a lot of other people are much the same way. They're rather disengaged with the whole program. They're kind of joyless. Almost no one can really explain their faith if you question them. And they're definitely guilt-ridden. And I've struggled with this for 40 years. And only recently have I figured out the problem. And the answer is astonishing. So if you're a young person interested in studying the Bible, maybe I can save you 40 years of confusion and misery. And if you're old, like me, well, the truth will set you free. That should be worth something, right? Yes, of course it is. So before I reveal my astonishing answer, there's something I want to say to all atheists everywhere. I was wrong, you were right. Not so much about the no God thing. I'm still willing to argue for the other side there. However, you were absolutely right when you called upon people to be skeptical. You were right to appeal to reason. You were right to call out the hypocrisy. You were right to disregard popular opinion. You were right to stand up to the bullies. Well done, atheists. I was wrong. You were right. I'll try not to let it happen again. And just to make amends, let me give you a little more ammunition, if you will. We're told that the greatest commandment of all is to love God with one's whole heart, whole strength, and whole mind. We're also told that the truth will set us free. But how can we establish the truth without asking questions? And if we ask questions, we cannot stop if we are not intellectually satisfied with the answers. That would violate the great commandment. We wouldn't be using our whole minds. So, Christians, let atheists be your role models. They might be wrong about the no God thing, but they are being absolutely faithful to the great commandment. And if you aren't going to obey the great commandment, then why bother opening the book? The entire Bible hinges on the story of Adam and Eve. We're told that it's a story about rebellion, but it is not a story about rebellion. Adam and Eve are presented with two conflicting sets of facts, and they simply put their faith in the facts as presented by the snake. They fail to be skeptical. In fact, the entire Bible can be read as a cautionary tale about the failure to be skeptical. I'd like to recommend a book, The Rejection of Pascal's Wager, A Skeptic's Guide to the Bible and the Historical Jesus by Paul Tobin. You can get most, if not all, of this information free at his website, but it's good to have a nice hardcover, support the author. There's a few things in here I think are wrong. There's a lot of things that strike me as being nitpicky, but there's so much stuff that's just very hard-hitting and well-researched and very reasonable, rational, true. I highly recommend the book. If you're a believer, it's going to be a little like being hit over the head, but sometimes the truth hurts and the truth will set you free. But this all brings me back to my big question. If Jesus is so great, why are his followers so miserable? Consider that Jesus said his followers would know his voice, but maybe his voice has been drowned out by other voices. It turns out that every major teaching after Jesus, every major teaching has been handed down to us by psychopaths. And by psychopaths, I do mean people who are willing to kill other people to get what they want. I'll list those teachings and those psychopaths in my next video, The 7 Psychopaths of Christianity. Please watch for it. Thanks.